And it's Tuesday. Glad to be back in the studios again today. And this is your host, who? Radio Strongman. Kim Wade coming to you live from WY. Hey, but 1039, I have to say alive because, folks, I'm coming out of Jackson. And this could very well be a recording. So I got to let you know I am alive, and this is a live show. Because in Jackson, boy, they'll put them tools on you. You'll be room temperature, outlined in chalk, and your next of kin will be contacted. They say, don't call me. Don't call me. He got insurance. Okay, yeah, I'm his brother. Anyway, folks, we have in the studios with us a young man who was offering himself up for service to be mayor of the city of Jackson. At least that's what he's aspiring to do. He hasn't formally declared but he's got a hankering for it. We have in the studios with this youthful-looking Jason Wells. Mr. Wells, welcome to WYA. What?
Thank you.
1039 FM.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I was hoping my producer could turn that phone up louder. Hey, Jason. So, Mr. Wells, tell us a little bit about yourself, your desires so you think to declare for mayor at some point. Who is Jason Wells?
Well, Jason Wells is 34 years old, from Clinton. Came to Jackson, Mississippi in '99. Had inspiring vision to get into politics at that time. Graduated from Forest Hill. I went to Kaplan University online for my Bachelor in Science Criminal Justice degree. Started working for Precious Martin and Associates as one of his chief investigators for about 8 years, or more than 9. Went to the city of Jackson and started working for them. Started seeing how Jackson started going downhill. So I decided to start running for different political office in order to get my name recognition.
Okay.
This year I decided to run for mayor because I have 3 things on my agenda that I want to bring the city back with. Mm-hmm. The first thing is education, because JPS is very underfunded, and for them to receive a F and grade, I think it'd be good if we bring different types of charter schools into the city of Jackson, or even offer a tutoring service. So by doing that, I want to open up City Hall, where I'll be on staff myself, teaching the different kids the different values of life and education. Between the ages, between 6th grade and 12th, we're going to teach them all type of trades and different technology.
Okay, folks, we're talking with Jason Wells. Now, you have, what's your name on Facebook? Laramel?
La Romeo Wells.
La Romeo Wells. Okay, I was trying to figure out, wait a minute now. I thought I was going to get Larry, but Larry, I call you Larry. I couldn't pronounce the lower male. But anyway, we have Mr. Wells in the studios with us. And now, tell us about your background. I mean, you went to Forest Hill. You have a bachelor's in criminal justice. You were in the military. Just give us a skinny. We want to know. We don't want another Barack where we can't see your records or anything. We want to know everything.
You want to know everything. I understand. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm an MP in the military.
Okay.
I'm stationed over there on Raymond Road. Okay. I've been in the military for about 4 to 5 years.
Okay. You like it?
It's okay.
You're supposed to say, yeah, man, I love it. But anyway, because, that's how Marshawn, I mean, he was an MP also, I believe.
Correct. Marshawn, he's a good guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Say it with enthusiasm. Yeah, man, proud to be a MP and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I'm proud to serve on the same.
Okay, all right. Now, you have these desires, you see these areas of concern and needs in the city. What are some of the things you think has prepared you for that? I mean, you gave us your experience. You have a Rolodex of folks you can call on. Because, I mean, you don't have to know how to do each and every individual thing yourself, but, having people that you can draw on.
Well, yeah. I've been meeting with Thad Cochran, Chris McDaniels. I've been meeting with Phil Bryant. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping to meet with Tate Reeves. And by meeting with all of them, I plan on calling them up the city of Jackson to get things done.
So you're running as Republican.
Correct.
Okay. Now that's a tough road to hoe here in Jackson. Jackson, as you know, is a Democrat stronghold. What do you think the appeal of the Republican message would be to the Jacksonians?
Well, Prosper for All
Mm-hmm.
is my platform.
Mm-hmm.
So by telling people Prosper for All, that's letting them know that I plan on bringing jobs back into the city of Jackson in order to help them achieve in life.
Okay. Your first 100 days in office, folks, we're talking with Jason Wells. He'll be here for about the next 20 minutes. And if you have any calls, comments, 601-879-0002. In your first 100 days, what is it that you like to see done? What is it you like to try to implement?
My first 100 days in office, I plan to have a stronger and more focused police department. So by doing that, I'm bringing an outside police chief, somebody who's gonna whip it into shape, military-minded drill sergeant, somebody who's not gonna play favoritism.
Do you have friends on the police department?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working for the police department now with the city of Jackson. I see a lot of things that need to be corrected, and that's what I want to do is correct it. I want citizens to know the police officers out here to protect them as well as to serve them at the same time.
Right.
And right now, a lot of people don't trust the police department. So I want my police officers, when they patrolling through their neighborhoods, and they see somebody outside or kids outside, I want them to stop their patrol car, get out their patrol car, and introduce themselves. So the people in the neighborhood can know them by name.
All right, now, let's reverse that now. You're sitting there on your front porch and JPD roll up and get out. Most black folks gonna figure, they were gonna break out running.
Correct.
So you're gonna have to approach that a little bit differently. We just got this natural, even if we ain't done anything, we're gonna break out running just for good measure. Just in case they just rounding up numbers,
Correct.
But folks, we're talking with Jason Wells. Now, Jason, how far have you gotten? Do you have a Facebook page or a website or anything?
We're getting a website built and be built by the 27th of this month. I have, they just introduced me to Snapchat, so I have a Snapchat. It's J Wells for Mayor. I have Instagram. It's J Wells for Mayor. Twitter is J Wells for Mayor. I have a Facebook page. It's Jason Wells for Mayor.
Okay.
You can go to it and you can read up on Jason Wells, who's Jason Wells, what his platform stands for, what his agenda is. I also have a YouTube that people could go by and view and also understand what my different views and thoughts and mores are in the city of Jackson.
Folks, we're talking with Jason Wells. Now, Jason, you look awful youthful. You got the baby face. Just how old are you?
I'm 34.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you look awfully young. Just a few years out of high school. But okay, well, you got a little seasoning on. You've seen a few sunrises.
Oh, yes, sir.
And now there are other areas of concerns here in the city of Jackson that citizens have. Of course, obviously the streets are being one of them, the water, and you pointed out the education and crime in the police department. Now, JPD, now this is from my vantage point. JPD, the officers themselves, you got a few, who are the bad apples, as it were, turn out to be bad apples. But overall, the guys in blue, the folks in blue seem to be doing a pretty good job at their job. It's just other aspects of the criminal justice system that makes them look like they're not doing their job.
Well, I like my brothers in blue. They come, when I call, they come to help. A lot of them feel like they're underfunded. And not just by money-wise, I mean by equipment-wise and vehicles maintenance. So I plan on trying to address them issues. And when it comes to the tougher laws here in the city of Jackson that we need, I want it to be the same as Madison, Flowood, Pearl, and Brandon. And by that, I plan on working with them different type of areas too. If you commit a crime here in the city of Jackson, I want to be your last time you commit a crime here in the city of Jackson.
All right, so you can be tough on crime.
Correct.
All right, there's a new sheriff in town, Jason Wells. He's wearing all black too. I tell you what, all he needs is a hat.
Yes,
We have Jason Wells in the studios, and you can find him on Facebook, Jason Wells on Facebook, and he is. It looked like he's pretty much over 50% making up his mind to offer himself up as mayoral candidate. And so, when do you actually declare, and when is the election?
We declare in January. The election is in May.
Okay.
As of right now, I'll be moving on to the general election.
Okay.
Towards any Democrat that's running.
Okay. So at this point, you know of no other Republicans throwing their hats in the ring.
Correct.
Okay. Now, we talked about the crime in the police department. Now, at the end of the day, everything comes down to not enough money. We have the infrastructure that's just tore up. What's your thoughts, views, and plans for infrastructure, be it streets, water, sewer, or whatever?
Well, that's when I plan on bringing a CPA. You bring a CPA in, that's his job or her job, is to allocate money for us grants, for us finding where misuse of funds are going, for us finding what we need to do with our funds, because there's a lot of federal and state grants that are out here that are provided to us to pay the streets and for the water and sewer. For us, money for the police department, doing my research and studies, if I change the color of the police cars to black and white, then the government I match it.
Really?
Yes, sir. So if I buy 30 black and white cars, the government will give me 30. So that means I can save. Now I can take that money and put it somewhere else in the police department.
Well, that's an interesting government program. I hadn't heard of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now, the bringing in the CPA, trying to squeeze a few more pennies out of the budget. Now, Mayor Yarber has brought in a consultant to do some of the things. I don't think that consultant come up with anything new under the sun. It seems to me, from my vantage point on the totem pole, is that Jackson, the city of Jackson, needs to just allow the citizens and the businesses to generate more money. So how are you, and what's your position on regulations and owners' regulations and red tape?
Well, a lot of the owners feel like that paying this 2% sales tax hike is uncalled for because of the streets and the crime rate here, when they're being offered cheaper sales tax hikes somewhere else. So we're going to have to match it somehow. We're going to have to invest it in some type of different type of way and look at our angles, look at our views on what we're going to do with the city.
Jason Wells is in the studios with us. Our number is 601-879-0002. If you have a question for Mr. Wells, any advice, any well wishes, I'm sure he'll be glad to hear it. 601-879-0002. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Kim Wade, I'm in the studios with Jason Wells, looking to perform a political upset. Not a young man has sat down and studied the board. He thinks he has the answers to the problems that plague Jackson. Mr. Wells, tell us about your business plan for Jackson. How do you see making the money come in and getting us off the dime?
Well, Kim, I want to revamp a lot of things like the museum, the Jackson Zoo.
Right.
I want to actually turn Jackson into a tourist town. By that, the show ATM that comes on the Discovery Channel, I've been actually talking with them about coming into Jackson and helping me with them ideas. By doing that, I want to change City Hall and build either a big fish aquarium outside of it or turn a waterfall that's outside of City Hall into an aquarium.
Okay.
Because by doing that, it draws in a lot of attention. People who travel at Union Station, coming in on the trains and bus, when they have layovers, they be looking for things to do in the downtown areas, especially when their layover is from either 3 to 4 hours. So if I'm able to build something downtown, like an aquarium, they will go back and tell other people, and people want to visit Jackson more often.
You've seen that in other cities?
Yes, sir.
Folks are talking with Jason Wells. He's on Facebook. Jason Wells on Facebook. He's J Well on Twitter. J Well on Snapchat. And now, what is it that you're we talked about the infrastructure. You know, we got the problems with the water and sewer, the contracts and all that. What is your position on issuing these contracts and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I want to bring in, a lot of people speak on about a city manager. I want to allow that person to be over the different contracts that are given out because I want it to be fair to everybody. I don't want to be buddy-buddy with nobody. So if you offer up a bid and I think the bid is good, then the city manager come talk to me for the approval.
Now, as you know, there's been allegations of fraud and corruptions in the city of Jackson. The question everybody wants to know, can Jason Well be bought?
Jason Wells cannot be bought.
Can he be leased?
He can't be leased.
Rented?
Not a vehicle, not a place. to
Bill
stay.
Will Motel 2 hours at a time. We want to know, are you subject to corruption?
No, sir.
And the other question is, where do you attend church services?
Chapel Hill in Bolton, Mississippi.
Okay. The people, this is the Bible Belt down here. People want to know, are you affiliated with a church? And, now you grew up in Clinton, Mississippi, right?
Correct.
All right. Now, one of the things Jackson has a problem with their young people not having jobs and things to do. What's your thoughts and solutions, answers, questions, issues?
Well, I want the city to offer any type of extra curriculum. Maybe a football team, basketball team, cheerleader.
Midnight basketball type thing.
Yeah, dance team. Something for our youth to look ahead to doing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with me being 34.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our youth see me out here trying to do something positive with my life, and they go after the same thing. If I talk to 100 people and only get 10 to change their life, then I know I'm doing something good, and that's my goal.
All right. Now, do you have a family? I mean, I know we met. Your mom is here, and that's your sister.
Correct.
All right. Are you married? You have kids or anything?
No, I'm not married. I have kids.
Okay. Now, the city of Jackson is, they had the issues with the airport, where people who sit back and look at the different institutions in Jackson and see that they're not being managed well or ran well, they figure we may as well come in here and run it and save these institutions. What's your thoughts on input from the outside sources?
Well, dealing with the airport area, I haven't studied too much into that.
Mm-hmm.
But if an outside area want to offer up advice and help, then I think we ought to take it. There's nothing wrong with getting help.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody need help in the things we do. That's the only way we're going to make it in life.
All right, now, of course, City of Jackson is part of it is in the 2nd District, and the Congressman Thompson is a very powerful figure in this area. Can you work well with Mr. Thompson? He is a Democrat. Do you have a problem working with Congressman Thompson?
I believe as long as we get things done, then I have no problem with working with anybody.
Okay. Now, Hinds County Board of Supervisors offered to pave some streets. That's been one of Robert Graham's things that they made money available, and the city of Jackson was slow about responding to that. What is your position about the Hinds County Board of Supervisors, or if you have one, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think we need to go after the streets that are our worst streets at hand right now. I think we ought to work hand in hand with the Hinds County Board of Supervisors.
What about our senior citizens? What would a Jason Wells administration mean to them?
I love my senior citizens. I'm gonna be with them whenever I'm not busy.
Okay.
Because without them, we wouldn't be here.
All right. Now you have another group of individuals who wield a lot of influence. The downtown business partners, folks who own property downtown Jackson. First blush impressions. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, the properties that they own, if they're up and running, then I want to keep them up and running. If they're not up and running, they just there occupying space, then we need to try to do something about it.
I got you. Folks, we're talking with Jason Wells. He is seriously contemplating throwing his hat in the ring on, January what?
January the 1st.
January 1st, they can go officially make a declaration, and he's thinking about doing that. If you got some thoughts for Jason, our number here is 601-879-0002. Now, you can contact him on Jason Wells on Facebook, Jay Wells on Twitter, Jay Wells on Snapchat, and what else?
You got Jay Wells on Instagram. You
Instagram,
can
yeah.
contact me on. You can even go to Jason Wells from there on YouTube and leave your comments. And I'll get back with you.
Now you've you spent election night down at the Republican Party headquarters. How were you received, and how have you been received from the GOP?
Oh man, nothing but love down there. You know, after the election, they told me it's time for us to hit the ground running with my campaign. Actually, I pioneered my whole election after Mr. Trump, going to different events, going to where the news media is because it can make them come to me, going to visit the senior citizens and playing football with the youth. I've been out there playing ball with the youth.
Football, huh?
Yes, sir. So actually, I've been learning a lot from the GOP,
Okay.
and they're ready to hit the ground running when they get elected.
All right. Now, are there certain groups in Jackson that you will or will not appeal to? I mean,
Talking to everyone in Jackson, but I think a lot of them are already got their mind made up with who they gonna vote for and why they gonna vote for them. My thing of it is, we shouldn't choose parties. We should choose the best man for the job, or the best man who have the right ideas for the
Right.
job. Right now, we letting both parties divide us, and we need to be reunited. We all need to be equal. To me, Jason Wells is a person running as a Republican, but Jason Wells is also the person that cares, no matter how big or how small you are.
all right. Somebody comes to you and says, "Mr. Wells, I need a job. We need jobs. And what's your response?
All right, if they come to me and they say they need a job, I'm gonna look at their qualification. Depending on what their qualification is, depending on if I hire them for the job or not. For us, them talking about we need jobs. You know, my first year, it's gonna be a little struggle for me because I'm gonna have to learn the ropes and the trades, and I'm gonna have to straighten up what the previous mayor did. My second year, that's when it's really gonna come into action. I'm gonna start reaching out to different companies and different venues to come relocate in the city of Jackson. And by that, I might even give them a 2-for-1.
Right.
You know, they might buy one building and I give them another building.